Rebecca. Right, development all the way around. Let's see. Okay. Fix that. I see that Jessie's cheating there, getting her dog to help her. I think that's a bit unfair. 2 versus 1, not fair at all. Okay, we're waiting for our co-commentator Justin to join us, and we've got a very solid, very subtle development. A6 being played, nothing untoward going on in the position. Very 2 hashtags versing each other. Oh, X hashtag and hashtag. 2 friends playing against each other. Good morning, Justin. Welcome.
Hey, Andrew, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now. How are you doing, Master Justin?
I haven't seen it, so.
Right, I'm looking at Rebecca and Jessie's game. And after Rebecca's very entertaining last game, she's gone for a very solid setup in this one. So it's looking.
Wait, are you watching through chess.com? Well, obviously through chess.com, but can I maybe get the link to that?
Just go to variants and view games. You'll see both games there.
Well, thanks.
Queen A7. Now there's a move that I would not classify as a chess move in chess. Queen A7. Jessie going for the break through the centre. Becca still not castled her king. I wonder what's the idea here. Takes. Right there, maybe. You find it, Justin?
Yeah, I'll in the game now. Yeah, I'm a bit out of the scene a bit, so I still have to get my analysis brain on.
It's all good, all good. I don't know about if
Well,
knight e7 was such a good idea. Pawn takes.
oh, that seems a bit weird.
I must admit, bishop d, dragon bishop d4 looked interesting, but white is definitely trying to punt through the center.
Yeah. I
So he's
feel
got to play.
White's probably gonna get a lot of free tempos here with dragon bishop e3 and things.
Yeah, and the thing is, pawn takes, knight takes. There's weaknesses. You can't even. Okay, see, she didn't take. Oof. Knight d4 here for white.
I don't know if I want to take, but like I'm looking at knight e4 just to like not give black any moves. Because if you take, you kind of unraveling black's position. Whereas I probably want to just make black moves look silly. You know what I mean?
But that's why I'm looking at white's knight going to d4, hitting the e6 square.
Oh yeah, sorry. I was thinking knight takes d5.
Oh no, I was never looking at knight takes. No, I'm not helping black here. No. I'm all for helping people, but no, not on a chess game.
Yeah, knight d4.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to. I was kind of looking at more a pressure applying move, and it was kind of more just a.
Well, that's why I liked. That's why I like the idea of knight d4, because you are looking at playing bishop h5 at some point. You're looking at knight takes. You are looking at bishop to dragon bishop to e4. Like there's just so much that you can play in this position. I think rook e1 is. If I was black now, castle queenside.
Castle queenside definitely looks like a solid plan. I mean,
that way all your plans go.
I just worry where castle queenside now you maybe running to a4. So I would maybe just. I know it's a bit crazy, but you maybe just either leave your king on d7. I know, like I would rather actually just put it on d7 castle.
But
a4 just seems.
If you play at a4, I do have the move at b5, b4 straight away.
Yeah, then I was planning the knight e4. So
yes, yeah.
I kind of leave to all those ideas in one. You know? Yeah, and dragon bishop d4 looks like a great move here, but then I'm just thinking c5 right away, unless I'm blind.
c5 looks
it's
very
C5
nice.
Possibility. I mean, what does white play after c5? Just play the dragon bishop back. Like, I'm just a bit confused by that.
Yeah, what do you play with after c5?
Sure. Because I mean, then you can't put your dragon bishop back on e2 because then you're just winning the pawn on e5. Not to say that I would take. I'd probably actually not take the pawn because I'd actually want the dragon bishop to maybe take back on d6.
Yeah. But now I can castle kingside now for black.
Exactly. So I mean, I think dragon bishop d4 kind of helped black out a lot here, giving some nice free ideas. And I mean, don't you? You also probably have to worry about. I'm just thinking, you know, like back in the day when I was playing with quite a lot of variants. Now you're bringing in ideas of knight f4 to like. There's possibilities on sack on g2s with dragon bishop on f3. It's like,
well, I mean, this knight f4 idea is a lovely idea because you've got the dragon bishops looking down that square. But that's why I'm thinking even castling first, because then you've got your rook on the knight as well. You know, castle, knight f4, you know, it all of a sudden hurts.
Exactly. And it's actually a nice thing behind knight f4. You actually indirectly defending e6 as well.
Yes.
Black, white goes takes on d6. So I mean, it's just like, it looks like black just has a lot of ideas, which might actually be a bad thing in the long run, because you know when you have a lot of ideas in limited time control, you kind of end up spending a lot of time trying to figure out what's the winning idea.
Yeah.
It's maybe not always a great thing to have all these ideas flying around the room.
Okay, yeah, I
Let me
thought
see.
you would go for castling, but I think knight f4 might have been better first than castling. But
Yeah, but you
again,
couldn't play it first, right? Because you have two pieces defending that square. The bishop on dragon bishop on e2 and d2, so that's why she went castle first.
the bishop on d2 is also. I keep forgetting that
Yeah.
I see the knight there, and I'm like, the dragon bishop can't move. It's fine. I got this. No.
Exactly.
Okay. No, no. It's all good. All good. All good.
So it looks like I remember earlier when the commentator said the game quality was not that great, but it looks like we have some good game quality here. Eh?
The
So we didn't see
problem
Nade 4 played.
the problem we've had is that the games have been relatively good overall, but then there's this massive, like you get really good games, and then all of a sudden the game just falls apart on its face by one or two bad
Yeah.
moves, um,
Yeah, like Rebecca said, it's all about the stream content.
it's all about the stream content.
Oh, now I'm really loving Black's position. Like, wow. Like, the hitting on h2, on f4, on like a knight f4, rook sacks on f3, like
there's just
c4 with queen hitting f2, there's just, wow.
there's so much going on in this position for Black now. Like Black all of a sudden has come alive.
Exactly, I mean,
And the worst part is, if you try and play knight takes knight, I'm going to play knight takes knight straight away. So my other knight is immediately in the game.
I'm just thinking, yeah, like, you just automatically go, oh, but you don't really want to play dragon, a knight f4 because, I don't know, yeah, what did you really go here in this position? Do you maybe...
A subtle move like Queen b7 comes to mind.
Queen b7. The thing is, like, you want to play knight f4, but you're always wondering about those discoveries onto your dragon bishop on d6.
Yes.
So that's kind of why I'm thinking you need to kind of sort that out before you play anything like knight f4. But I'm just trying to figure out, like, where do you go with that?
But the discoveries aren't too intent, luckily.
Yeah.
So here I would play knight f4.
But I mean, isn't dragon bishop h5 a very strong possibility? I think I just opened up those threats because now you have that rook takes on f3 ideas and everything's just. I mean, you have dragon bishop beating h2 now after dragon bishop h5, so I think that's. I'll be surprised if Black doesn't go that. Do you have any better ideas?
Well, I mean, I was really looking at knight f4 and if dragon takes dragon, knight takes, and I've got all my knights and my dragons and everything I want around. Bishop h5 does look very enticing, I will say. I'm just scared with bishop going to h5. Then I've got knight to e4 hitting the dragon bishop, with the idea of knight to g3 kicking the bishop away. So yep, there it is. The knight. I mean, she obviously has been looking at knight f4 and she's gone for this.
Yeah, I think now it's a very clear move, just because like you don't have any discoveries on that d6 dragon bishop or anything, so it's just a free move to play with no calculation really.
Yeah.
That's. I'm one thing I wouldn't have liked to simplify the position.
Yeah, no, you don't want to simplify
it. I was
it.
hoping some fun mates, yeah, like I felt like there's some really fun checkmates to go for. But now there's ideas like queen b7 and knight h3 check and
yeah. I was definitely worried about this knight here, but I think all you do is wow, does that work? Bishop b7. Dragon bishop b7.
Yeah. Seems like the only move there.
Because if you play dragon bishop b7, let's say knight goes to there she's done it. If knight goes to b3, then knight takes g2, king takes g2, knight h4 check, and I pick up
knight
everything.
Sorry, my brain was very.
So knight takes if white plays knight g3 now. Knight takes g2, king takes g2, knight h4 check.
That's a great idea. Yeah.
Following up
But
with
I
your
mean,
knight G2 idea.
you're leaving the knight there. Surely, I don't think White's gonna play knight G3, but it's a nice tactic to point out there. But I'll be surprised if White touches that knight on e4. It looks like a pretty beautiful piece right now.
Well, I mean, the other problem is I've got rook d8 coming in to hit on your dragon bishop. And I'm definitely going to play a move like rook takes dragon bishop. I wouldn't even think twice about it.
So do you think dragon bishop c3 is then probably White's next move?
I would expect dragon bishop c3.
But then like your queen looks so bad off the rook d8. I mean, that queen, I don't know where it's going. Like my immediate move is rook d8.
Yeah, rook d8 must be played now. Rook A to d8.
I just saw White touch the dragon and I was sitting in person. My hand would already be on my rook, like pointing out if you touch that dragon, I'm moving my rook. They're not playing those mind games over the board.
Yeah, 100%. But rook d8 must be the move here. I don't like that. I don't like going the knight back now. That doesn't... You're not improving your position. Your worst...
I would have definitely liked to misplace the queen first.
The thing is your rook is on a8, not doing anything. By playing it to d8, it's on an open file. It's everything you want. Now you've got to play rook d8 now. Okay, he's playing the other knight round. Now the attack is not as impressive.
Not as potent because you don't have the ideas of knight to h4 and those stuff.
No.
I think Black's position was better the other way around.
I tend to agree.
I must say that the ideas of the rook d8 was like a free coaching lesson, and who would have thought you get coaching lessons watching Dragon Bishop play? In Paradigm, you're getting coaching lessons.
I mean, it's standard chess practice, isn't it? You've got an open file. You've got a rook that's out of the game. You always look at your worst piece. The rook on a8 was my worst piece. Play rook to d8. I've improved my rook, my worst piece, and I've taken over a file. What more could I ask for from a move? I mean, I killed two birds with one stone.
Exactly. But now I'm just like, I mean, Black position's still overwhelmingly good. It's just like, I'm sitting here as White and I'm like, I don't know what I'm playing as my next move.
But
like
the problem is, even though it's overwhelmingly good for Black, again, how do you keep improving on it? That's the problem. You know, your knight takes g2 option is no longer there anymore. So now you got to come up with another idea. Yes, f2 is weak. How are you going to hit f2? Yes, the bishop's on the diagonal, but it's not doing that much. No, it's a pain.
Yeah.
It's a pain, but it's not a scare. Shall we go look at?
It's like yeah.
Shall we go look at Khadijah's game?
Yeah, let me just swap over to that. Now my brain has to figure out. Okay, figure it out quickly how to.
Yeah, it's easy to go to switch between the two games. So Megan's got a. I mean, Megan's not doing too badly against Khadijah yet. I think Megan's been quite unlucky in the tournament.
At least this game is. She seems like she's having a good game now that she doesn't have to play for anything. This looks like a very good.
Black's knight is better than White's knight, though.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm looking at knight g4, 95.
Oh no, queen c7, killer.
Yeah, but queen c7, so if you get knight g4 and 95, you're cutting that out, and you can c6.
Yeah, but if I go...
So...
Oh wait, you say knight g4, 95. Oh, you're looking from White's point of view, okay.
Yeah. So if you're going for that idea, I'm cutting out your idea and I'm moving c6 at the same time.
Yeah,
like
okay. Well, I mean, knight g4, queen, knight e4, rook takes. I'm even looking at rook takes knight there.
Yeah, but then the pawn's cutting out the tactics on that.
Yeah, so there's knight g4. Do you maybe f6 here first?
F6 is what I look at, which is definitely a good response here. I haven't gone into this line fully yet. Excuse my new calculations.
I
It was
just
just a quick
do everything
idea.
rather quickly. Let's be honest.
I mean, I think this is probably the first time I've looked at a chessboard in about 3 weeks, so or 2 to 3 weeks.
Better
So
late
I'm
than
kinda
never.
rusty, not gonna lie.
Better late than never. Okay,
F6, there
F6.
we go.
Very nice move, F6. I like F6. No, okay. Luckily, you can't play Queen D2. That knight on E4 is a menace to society.
Definitely controlling the whole board. Like, what do you play here now? I mean, the idea was good. If F6 wasn't a possibility.
No, I looked at this. I actually looked at
F3,
this.
Queen D2. Oh, but Queen D2 runs into Queen D4, so I can't do that. Oh.
Okay, that's interesting. She wants to go knight. Oh, knight C4. Knight C4. I was looking at knight F. Okay. So now knight C4.
F4 an idea.
Knight F4?
No, it's Dragon Bishop F4 an idea. Because then you are hitting H6 and like
But then,
you're putting your Dragon Bishop on a better square.
oh, but you do have knight F5 then, and you trade the dragon bishops.
Yeah, true. And I wouldn't want to really trade. Yeah. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe trading was good because your threats on H2 that doesn't look as bad.
Yeah.
But that Dragon Bishop does look great on those dark squares right now. G3, F4.
I want to point out again, looking at the worst position, Black's idea of Rook to D7, E7 looks very menacing at the moment.
I actually don't know if I want to occupy double up on the 8 because what I'm looking at, say White goes for a trade on the E file, taking on B4 and going Rook A3 is very dangerous. So I'm just
100%.
thinking I do want to keep it on the A file in case that I can ever just take on B4 and have a nice open file, threatening ideas with Rook A1 check and your king has to go to F2 and now D4 you always have to worry about. So I don't know if I want to necessarily move my Rook away from the A file yet.
Yeah.
But now
Queen
I'm looking
C7?
at possible Queen C7.
With the idea of H5.
I was trying to my idea was trying to get in H5 with the idea of knight E3 somewhere or Rook E3. But yeah, maybe Queen C7.
Doubles up. Again, it is good technique to double up your rooks on an open file. I mean, there's nothing wrong with I mean, again, I agree with the pawn takes Rook A3 idea. Definitely always an option. But rooks on a file also are always an option. And you don't have to take the E rook. If the rook goes to E1 to try and trade now, to simplify, you go Queen A. I don't even think you must take that one. I think you must go Queen C7 straight away.
I was literally just about to make the joke that the Patsa in me wanted to take the pawn. But maybe it's a good move. Most times I've lost games grabbing pawns when everything else is happening in the center or the king side. And then I'm like, I just want to go and take the pawn on the queen side.
Yeah, so it does take it with the knight. But again, I don't think it was a necessity.
Yeah, I would have probably just left the pawn there and played Queen C7, to be quite honest. I would have just left it there, Queen C7, and you go on pushing your pawn. It doesn't faze me.
And Megan's now in
Like,
a lot of time trouble. 1 minute 30 to try and find a solution here.
Because I feel like when Black took the pawn with the knight, you just alleviated all the concerns of E3 and
What about
knight jumping in.
What about Dragon Bishop D2 here for white?
With what I did. Oh, because you're eating the knight and you're threatening H6.
Yeah. So I don't think A4 was a good option there. I think Dragon Bishop.
That's actually a really good move. Because now you're eating C6 as the knight moves. That does seem like a very good move. Because now if the king moves anywhere away from the F6 pawn, you had knight takes F6. That was actually quite an exceptional move. No, I mean probably just Queen D2. Don't see anything else.
Oh, you gotta play queen
If I'm
b2.
low on time like this, I'm just moving my hand queen d2. I'm not even thinking about the bishop. If it's losing, it's losing. I just need to play a move.
Yeah, I don't like queen b2. Queen b2 does not give me, because now you're encouraging knight c5 now. Knight c4.
Yeah, 100%. And now your queen just has to move again, and it's like you had a free tempo move with d2 that was like give drag on a plate, and now you just kind of threw the plate back at the waiter, you know. I mean,
Oh my gosh! Look at that, bishop a7 hitting d4.
Yeah, rook c5. That's the only thing I'm playing. Rook c5 and yeah. And then if knight goes b7, I'm probably playing a5, and praying at this point that I don't lose.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm not a massive fan, but I mean, then again, you also have knight c4, and that rook's just sitting there for the rest of the game doing nothing.
I just want to pop over to Jesse's game quickly. It's looks like Rebecca has sort of equalized, and it's Jesse in a lot of time trouble now, trying to find the solution. Again, you got a rook on e5. If only the rook was on d8 supporting it. You had rook d1. Oh.
How did this position come about, though?
Lots of exchanges, I assumed.
Oh, and Jesse time trouble. Oof.
Yeah, lots of time trouble
I didn't
for
even
Jesse.
see the time.
Yeah, time is fleeting.
Well, that pawn's probably gone.
No, rook d6 defends the pawn.
Yeah. I didn't click now that when the rook goes to d6, you went from 0 defenders to 2 defenders. I was like, oh yeah, that didn't click. Because I'm like, if you move the rook in here where you only have 1 defender, then I'm like, oh no.
Yeah, I was looking at rook e8 initially.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at, and I was like, oh, you lose it. Anyway,
yeah, you just lose. And then I looked at the other rook. Oh, that's interesting.
What?
Oh, this is typical. Oh, that's brilliant. If dragon bishop takes, you take, and then rook takes, and then you take the c pawn. And you
I don't think I would want to be playing this endgame now as white.
I think black's fine here now. Rook takes c2 must be the move.
Exactly. I think black just played an exceptional move.
Rook,
I didn't even think of attacking, so that was brilliant.
Rook d2, hitting f2, hitting... Oh, beautiful. It is just beautiful.
I think someone needs to put a clap and a round of applause for that sublime endgame technique.
And here's the funny thing. If you play rook takes, right? If you play rook takes pawn, you've got rook takes f2.
Exactly.
And rook
100%.
takes f2, bishop takes f2 check. If the king moves, I'm sure there's a way that you can check and win the bishop. Like maybe knight, dragon bishop g4 check. Then the king has to move and you win the dragon bishop. Like, tactics galore here. Just rook takes c2.
Exactly.
Rook takes c2. Whoa! Talk about having no remorse. Rook takes f2 straight away. Is that enough? It must be. It must be. Yeah, rook takes, dragon bishop takes rook, so the rook is pinned. The bishop can go nowhere to defend the rook. Just play king to h7 or h8. And the rook is gone.
Then you have dragon bishop check.
Where?
On the f5, and then you force the exchange.
Oh, okay, so that's fine. But
what?
now, no, you just play
Let's
dragon.
just take the rook.
Dragon takes the rook check.
And then you just play dragon bishop e4 and it's game. That's game.
Or you can play rook takes c2.
Dragon bishop e4.
What about rook takes c2?
Oh, you can do that as well. I was just like, let's just...
Oh no!
What?
No!
Oh my goodness.
There must have been a mouse slip or something.
I'm shocked. I'm shocked. That is... Yeah, after that blunder.
Oh, he's going to drop the rook as well. Oh, no. 2 blunders in a row. And Rebecca has thrown that position away. Oh.
That is hard. That is hard.
All right. Let's go to Megan and... Oh, we got some action on Megan and Khadijah's game.
Sheesh.
Some serious action. Yeah.
But it just
Resigns.
ended.
Yeah, because knight d2.
Oh.
Knight d2 kills it.
Oh no, how did this come up? Oh, I'm just gonna go back and actually check this game.
Okay.
Wait,
Sure.
so from that rook c5, all of that happened.
That was crazy couple of seconds in the championship. So Rebecca lost to Jessie. Khadijah beat
Wow.
Megan. Okay. 3-2-3. Right, so let's just look at the head-to-head here so I can see who's... So, alright, so with head-to-head, Khadijah beats Jessie. That makes Khadijah go first, Jessie second. So let's do this. First, second, and then between Lauren and Rebecca, Lauren beat Rebecca, which means Rebecca is fourth and Lauren is third. Sure. Alright. And we've got a whole 45 minutes till the semi-finals.